You thought all of the stuff about Record Store Day Drop 2 was over? Guess again, bucko! Hey, all, TC Kirkham here, the Kirkham Report. I'm sorry I've been away most of this month. I hurt my back really badly in the early part of July, and as such, I've gotten a few things done online, a couple of videos and a few other things, but I've been down a lot of the month, and then this last week I had a terrible sinus infection. I was talking like this, and so it's finally started to ease. I feel terrible because I still haven't got Happy Hippie's lottery win on the way to him. I will have it out to you in the next week. I'm sorry, Rod. Um, and I got all this other stuff. I did all my Record Store Day purchases for Drop 2 by mail order, like I did for everything else. And you know something? I found out something. If you're patient and you're willing to wait a few hours, you can find everything you want. Yes, you can, boys and girls. I found all of my must-haves and 3 or 4 of my grab if I can. So I did really good, and this is the best Record Store Day haul I've had. So I know it was 2 weeks ago, right? Is that right? 2 weeks ago. But everything just finished arriving yesterday, so now I can sit down. I purchased from a number of different places. I'm not going to bother with which place got what, but Newbury Comics, which is my own little local comic book chain store. It's a small chain. They do lots of stuff, even though they don't sell very many comics anymore. They don't sell very many records anymore. Mostly they sell pops and pop culture stuff. I also bought from Record Crate, my friend Adam, and his website, CD Warehouse, which I went to only because I was worried I wouldn't get one copy of something, and it turns out I could have bought it later, along with something else I picked up from Spin Me Round Records in Pennsylvania, and I also ordered from Rough Trade. So I had 5 different places I ordered from, all doing my best to support local indie stores. Obviously, CD Warehouse must have been some sort of indie since they had some of this stuff. So without further ado, here we go. All my must-have stuff I had pretty much Saturday. I waited. I did the first round. I waited a couple hours, did another round, and then waited a few more hours, did another round. I had most of it by that point. I picked up some of the other stuff on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as I found it. So here we go. First up, this was definitely a must-have for me. Songs from Herald and Mod from Cat Stevens. I love Cat Stevens anyway, but the songs from Herald and Mod are terrific. I love them. Love that movie. Love the songs from it. This is on 180 gram vinyl. Has a inner sleeve that specially designed, and on bright orange with the specialty label there. Really terrific. There's also a yellow variant out there, which was much harder to get, and that's good. I just dropped the cover on the floor. Bad TC, no cookie. Second up, this was the one I went to. I was worried about getting because there was only 500 copies, and I'm like, if I don't find it somewhere and grab it as soon as I find it, I might not get it. Like I said, it turns out I could have ordered it later from Spinning Around. But this one I wanted so bad because I love this band so much. This is Meyer Hawthorne and Impressions, covers of 6 classic 70s and 80s songs, including Mr. Blue Sky, which I think is awesome. They are terrific. No special anything. They have a special label, nice sleeve, on Stone's Throw Records, and artwork by Alvaro Elizarbe. I can't pronounce that name. I first found Meyer Hawthorne through my Spotify sampler, and I have been, or Mayer, I'm not sure if it's Mayer or Meyer. I always pronounce it Meyer. I've been a huge fan since then. They also appear in a great movie about Stone's Throw Records, which is available if you look around for it, a documentary. Terrific, terrific stuff. Next up, the one everybody said, oh my God, it's sold out everywhere. I can't find it anywhere. Went on at 1 o'clock at Newberry's, and there it was. The DGs, Hail Satin. Of course, DGs are the Foo Fighters. One album, great little insert about with Dave Grohl and company dressed in 70s gear, and of course, information on each side. Side 1 is their cover of classic Bee Gees and Andy Gibb songs. Side 2, live performances from their last album. It does have custom labels for each side, Foo Fighters and DGs. And Dave Grohl and company. Dave is one of the few musicians that really gets the internet. I mean, he's always got it, and he knows how important the music fans are out there, and he keeps harping on record labels to stop screaming about piracy. It's that they're not doing that. They're just helping to promote. So Dave has always got I always got Dave's back. I was worried about this one too, but I ended up getting it fairly easily. Lindsay Sterling, her EP, Lose You Now. This has 5 tracks plus an incredible etching on the back side. This is some photos of the stuff around the recording. And let me show you, if you haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. I'm going to try and get it. But it's an etching of the butterflies that are her logo. It is utterly gorgeous when you look at it from the right angle. I don't know if you can see it on camera. But I love Lindsay. Had the great fortune of seeing her in concert in 2018 here in Boston. She was just magnificent. And this was a very much on my must-have list. Another on my must-have list, even though I wasn't that familiar with her earlier stuff, I will be soon. I haven't listened to this yet. Alive and Kickin', Susie Quatro. I've loved her since she played Leather Tuscadero on Happy Days, but I love Stumbling In, and I'd Never Been in Love, a couple of her later singles. Picked up a couple of her earlier albums recently also. This is bound to be great, because she is just one of the best guitarists on the planet, and great vocals. These are both white vinyl. They come in great poly sleeves, and as you can see, all with the custom label with the chrysalis on it, which is of course her label at the time that this was made. The holy grail of this list was one I wasn't sure I was going to be able to afford, because I didn't know how pricey it would be, but it was at a great price, and it was one I really, really wanted. And so I saved up for weeks, both record store days, to be able to afford everything I wanted. And this one, no exception, and I cannot wait to spend this. This is the vinyl, 1970 to 1975 from War. This is the first vinyl box set I have bought in 30 plus years. It contains, as you can see, all 5 of their first albums after the departure of Eric Burden. War, All Day Music, The World is a Ghetto, Deliver the Word, and Why Can't We Be Friends. It has practically everything they hit the radio with, except Summer, which came directly from their greatest hits album, which was after Why Can't We Be Friends. Each album is on a different colored vinyl. I'm not going to take the time to pull them all out. I might do a special one on it later when I've actually had a chance to listen to it. I have loved their music since I was a kid, and they are. Steve Carlson was recently talking about the groove and how he was introduced to it by War's Lowrider. 100% agree, Steve. These guys are terrific and always will be. Love them. So happy to find this and get it at a decent price. Those are all my must-haves. I also picked up 3 of the albums that were on my grab if I can list. I deliberately passed on the Ocean's 11 because I thought it was overpriced for what you got. I mean, they were asking, I think it was listed at $39, and it really wasn't worth more. I would have paid $30 for it. I wasn't willing to go any higher. I did pick up the Blue-Eyed Bandit soundtrack from the French film, or Italian film, excuse me, Ennio Morricone. Love his stuff. I can't wait to hear this. No, I haven't played most of this yet. I'm in the midst of redoing my turntable again. This album, I'm not sure if I'm going to like or not. It's jazz. But Adam had a copy of it up on one of his sale the night after Record Store Day, and I'm like, I'll grab that because I like her. This is the Lost 1969 jazz album by Bobby Gentry, The Windows of the World. I know this was a lot of people had this on their lists. I'm happy to grab a hold of it. I've always loved Bobby. She's a great songwriter, great singer. Should be terrific. And this was sort of on my must-have list, but then it was canceled, and then it wasn't canceled, and I couldn't resist it. And when I found it on a website on Monday, the following Monday, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to grab this because I can. This is the French import reissue of one of the greatest albums of all time, Donna Summer's Bad Girls. Donna is my favorite artist from the disco era. I think I have almost every album she's done, if not every album. Miss her so much. She was an amazing vocalist and continues to have a great musical influence on my life. I love her. These were pressed with the original Casablanca labels, with new inner sleeves with lyrics, and on different vinyls. I've not opened the gatefold yet, just the albums. One of them comes on translucent red vinyl, and the other, get it out here, takes me a minute because I haven't opened the gatefold yet. I want to wait till I can preserve the obi and stuff. Album 2 is on translucent blue vinyl, again with that original Casablanca label from 1979. This album was an influential album in many people's lives in the late 1970s. Most successful album of her career, and without a doubt, more rock influenced than disco. I mean, there's a good deal of disco on here, but Hot Stuff and Bad Girls are both, got a lot of rock influence in them. Hot Stuff in particular, with its guitar licks and such, comes with an obi strip, as you can see. Originally issued in France. Original artwork on the back also. I love Donna Summer. I'm so happy to finally get this. So, my Record Store Day was pretty damn okay. I have a few other things I'll go over in another video. I got another shipment from Record Crate, which also includes an earlier Record Store Day title. And I got a lot more to go over. As I said, I've been very lax in July. I should be coming back shortly in the next couple of days with more stuff. Hopefully without this scary beard. You see Scary Beard back again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I love hearing from you, so don't forget to leave a comment. I do have some interesting stuff coming up in August, and I had to push back my Summer of '78 miniseries because of what happened. Just like I was aiming for July 4th, and I wasn't done with it, and I still have had run into some other problems with it. Of course, copyright, all this stuff. I'm not earning anything. I'm not making any money off of it. But I will have it up. I'm hoping for Labor Day. If not Labor Day, it will be up for Halloween. I know that's quite a ways away, but I mean, it's quite an extensive little mini-series, and I hope that you will like it when it does show up. Until next time, which should be shortly, I'm T.C. Kirkham, Kirkham Report. See you later.